Hey, good morning, Pirates. I am going to real quickly kind of walk through our agenda for today. Uh, First of all, our objectives. Again, getting to know your second semester schedule, classes, and classmates. And then analyzing data to support and verify Newton's second law of motion. Um, Zoom, real quick, if you would, at the very least, click on Zoom and join the class sometime during the day today between now, which is 8:30, and actually 9:30 and 2:30. And then just go to the chat and type the equation for speed and velocity in the chat. And so if you're not sure what that is, right here I have speed is distance divided by time, and then velocity is speed in a specific direction. So if you would type that out in the chat, just kind of to check in, and then that'll help you with the bell work as well. Bell work, you're going to add a slide, you're going to write the equation for speed and distinguish between speed and velocity. Create a sample problem for speed, so just make up a word problem about something moving so far in a specific distance, and then solve your problem. Then be sure to submit for today. Again, submitting verifies your participation. It also backs up your work. 2 and 3 have to do with a section called motion in our electronic textbook, and reading that section, summarizing and taking notes on this notes template. And then once you're done with those notes, submit them and take this quiz over that section. And that should take you, 25, 30 minutes. And then the remaining time, you're going to do this activity called motion exploration. And I'm going to attach a separate video here to explain that. But I'm going to talk to you specifically about the notes. So when you click on this link, you will see this notes template, summaries from readings over motion. You'll notice that there's directions. There is a video from first semester connected here, kind of modeling how to create notes from a reading. It is a first semester section though, so you'll have to do that process with the reading called motion. And the reading looks like this. So you can see here's the section called motion. At the top in the instructions, it reminds you that your notes need to have the name of the section, objectives, and a summary of the section by subheading. And then if there's any videos, you should summarize those as well. So you can see here, motion is our title of the section, and then these two bullets are the objectives. And so my notes might look sort of like this. And so you can see I have a heading motion and the objectives. And then as you move down on the notes, you can see I have defining motion, frame of reference, and then a motion video are three subheadings. And then I'm going to write a summary for each of those sections that I create. And so you'll notice if I look through the reading, after those objectives, I have a subheading called defining motion. I'm going to read this, watch this little activity, and I'm going to summarize that. And then I'm going to go to my second subheading called frame of reference. I'm going to read this, and I'm going to summarize that. And then finally, I'm going to watch this video and write a short summary, or at least make a note that there's a good example of a motion study in the reading right here. Again, what I am looking for in your notes are the objectives, subheading, and summaries. And your summaries are kind of up to you. Make them work for you. You can do it on paper like I did and insert that picture right here, or you could type right here and so forth. Whatever works for you. Be sure to submit them each time. That way you'll have your work backed up, and you can see that notes 2, 3, 4, and 5 are already there and connected. If you wanted to work ahead, you could do that, but the only ones really due today are notes 1 over motion. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask either through email or the Zoom. If I go back to our agenda for today, once you finish the notes, you're going to take the quiz over that section by clicking here. Make sure that at the end of your quiz, you hit the little blue turn in button. And I'll demonstrate where that is. Oh, I'm not going to be able to, but I'll show you. For quiz, you should you'll have an option to be done, and you should see that you have at least 100% here. I have gone and continued to make sure it works. Right here, there should be a little blue button that says turn in on yours, and you'll need to click on that button to get points for it. And if you click on that button, let it process, you should be able to go check your grades in Canvas and verify that you got your 5 out of 5 if you have 100% here. If you don't have a 5 out of 5 after doing that, you might come back and hit the blue button again. It says turn in again at that point. Sometimes that gets dropped between the textbook and your Canvas account. And so you can always go back and just hit turn in if you notice you have zeros there. That's it for today. Just a heads up, you might be looking to track down a ruler or a tape measure. If you're at home, we'll be using measuring devices throughout the semester. Have a good day.